How's it going, everybody? I'm Brooks,
I'm Joe.
and this is another episode of Cantina Reviews.
Today we are ranking all 20 Pixar movies.
So because there's a lot, we're just going to jump right
Let's
into
get
it.
right into this, not waste too much time.
Yes.
But first, let us know below how you would rank the Pixar movies.
Ooh, yeah. Argue with us.
Yeah.
So in dead last, or first and last, we have...
No, this is worst to best, so this
worst
is
to
dead
best.
last.
So this is first last. First last is...
Cars 2.
Cars Dos.
Yeah.
Because it was number 2.
Yeah.
It was actually number 2. I don't really like any of the Cars stuff.
Nah,
I think it's just like a general thing, like...
This was like so weird. Like I just felt like this was so out of left field. They're like spies now or whatever.
Yeah, like
spy
it
car.
didn't need to be done.
Yeah.
And it just was.
It just was.
Ugh,
That's all I can really say about it, honestly.
Yeah.
We're going to move through these bottom ones because there are 20 of them.
Yeah.
Keep you here forever.
Yeah,
number
next
19,
one, Cars 3. Once again, probably didn't even need to be made after the second one.
Yeah, they were like, we want to do a better job than Cars 2, and they did a slightly better job.
Yeah, just enough.
I know there are like a fair amount of people that were into this movie, but yeah, like we said, the Cars thing just doesn't really do it for me, and we'll get into why more, but... number 18,
Yes.
The Good Dinosaur. Talk about one that I just forget.
Yeah.
It was one that weirdly Pixar was trying to make for a really long time.
Yeah, and then out of nowhere, kind of, they made it.
Yeah, they finally did. And it just didn't really resonate with audiences, obviously, as you would come to expect from Pixar.
Yeah. Up next is...
Cars 1. Yeah, we don't really like the Cars movies, clearly. I think it's just because, it's just the gimmick. And there's nothing more to it.
It's like, oh, there's talking cars.
Like Pixar, it's like, oh, animals talk. Ooh, like bugs talk. Ooh, whatever. Toys talk.
Yeah.
But there was more to it than just that. Mm-hmm. The Cars movies, I'm like, it's just like cars are like people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and they're gonna do a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, here's their perspective. Like, I don't know.
I just didn't think there was enough to these movies.
Yeah, to really make it
escalated it.
I feel like if anything, I watched this one the most just because of the age we were when it came out. Like that's just what was playing in school.
Yeah.
That's what they would just throw on the TV.
Yeah.
I feel like I watched Cars so often, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Up next is
Brave. You have to choose your fate.
Your fate.
I always remember that trailer when we first saw it.
Yeah. Not a bad movie.
No.
I think this one starts the middle of the pack movies that weren't good or bad. They just weren't
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was one of them.
Yeah.
Decent concept. There's a first one with people.
Yeah, that's true actually, right? Is it?
Well, Incredibles, I guess, was the first one.
It was not.
Yeah, it was not.
But yeah, the kind of
Ratatouille. Yeah. So there was a lot more
there were
with
way
people.
more with people. Never mind. But
scratch that. Edit it out.
Yeah, the kind of back in the day, olden times.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
In Scotland or Ireland. Oh no, Ireland. I guess she has red hair. That's a thing.
We know a
lot. Up next is
Inside Out.
Yeah.
No, this one wasn't terrible actually.
No.
It had some pretty good emotional resonance, which is
I
something
would say
Pixar
that.
movies were missing for a while. They were always really good at it. They went through kind of a lull, I feel. Mm-hmm. And then Inside Out was pretty good at kind of capturing that old feel.
Yeah.
And it gives you a nostalgic feeling because it's a lot of stuff of the imaginary friend going off so she can grow up and all that kind of stuff.
It was a very emotional movie.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, now that I think about it, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Number 14 is Coco.
Mama Coco.
I love the imagery of this movie.
It was a very visually stunning Pixar. Just so much color. Mm-hmm. And the spirit animal stuff, the colors were just so well done. Mm-hmm. It all blended in nicely. Music wasn't bad. Music was pretty catchy. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it.
Number 13 is Wall-E. Wall-E.
Wall-E. Not Wall-E. Wall-E.
I know a lot of people like this one. I was never that into it, I guess.
No. I don't know. I think it was cool because of like, I guess the concept of it.
Yeah.
Like it was like a, not post-apocalypse, but kind of post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, like
it is very, very high concept for like a Pixar movie.
Yeah, like
so
a world cannot support us anymore, like that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like, you know, all the interactions between Wally and Eve and everything like that, so I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Number 12, Monsters University.
Yes. Not a bad movie.
Not bad, but it's just like, I feel like their sequels lately haven't been the best.
Yeah.
Like they're doing them to do them.
Right.
More
it's
so
like,
than they
oh,
have
people want to see Incredibles. People want to see
Yeah.
Monsters, Inc. And it's like, yeah, but also, like, I'd be okay with not seeing it again. I don't know.
Yeah, unless it's got, like, it didn't have, like, the great story. Especially in comparison to the first one, which we'll get to.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
I feel like, though, like, definitely, like, they've gotten better looking, just as obviously as technology has gotten better. But, like, this was another, like, just, like, it was a good-looking movie. Like, the original Monsters, Inc., I thought was, like, just nuts. Because, like, I think that's one of the first ones where you're in, like, a city. Like, you know, Bug's Life, Toy Story, stuff like that. Like, it was, like, smaller scale.
Yeah.
I feel like the original Monsters, Inc. and Incredibles was, like...
So much going on.
Like, you're in a city, really like, you're out.
Pushing the animation, yeah.
Yeah. And this was definitely one of them as well, I thought.
Next, number 11, Ratatouille. I like this movie quite a lot.
Yeah, I did, too.
I always kind of forget about it. But I've seen it a few times, and I do like it.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like what we say with other stuff, too. It's like you forget how much you like it until you watch it.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, when you actually, like, remember it.
Right.
Like, yeah, it was a good story, you know, like a good friendship, everything like that.
Yeah.
Characters were good.
A fun, unique idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rats cooking the food.
Yeah, there's some really great, like, funny scenes with that. Pulling his hair and stuff.
Yeah. And then when all the rats are running around the kitchen and they're all trying to kill him.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Number 10, Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Which, you know, I was just complaining about sequels, but, like, I thought this one was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, this was one of the ones that was more well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely without a doubt.
Yeah.
Once again, because they combined, like, the good storytelling, good characters, and, like, quality animation.
Yeah. Oh, the animation at this point is just insane.
Oh, yes. It's so nuts.
It's like the fibers on, like, their T-shirts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I liked Incredibles 2 a lot. I thought it was a good story, too. Like, people do want the supers and people don't want the supers. So, like, you'd see, like, a good, like, back and forth kind of in their world.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
And it was really funny. It had some really good laugh out loud moments.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Which I feel like Pixar is getting good with now. Like, kind of catering to us, but at the same time, like, going for everybody.
Yeah, they know, like, they're going for kids now, too, but they know, like, we're all going to see Incredibles because it's been 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Toy Story, Incredibles, anything. Yeah.
Number 9 is Finding Dory, another, like, long-awaited sequel type of thing.
Yes.
That I thought was pretty good, and it had, like, its moments, again, of, like, very good comedy.
Yeah, I was going to say, this one was, like, a good, funny movie for me.
I thought the scene in the tank where the kids can touch everything was hysterical.
Yeah, that was good.
I don't know if it was meant to be as funny as I found it, because it's kind of played as like a horror movie.
Yeah, like a war zone type of thing.
It was so hilarious.
Yeah, it was just so
like,
well done.
Crying, laughing.
I thought it was like a good story too. Like, you know, they're trying to obviously like finding Dory, but like at the same time like saving the other fish and stuff and everything like that. Yeah, just a well done movie.
It was good. Number 8 is Toy Story 3. This is like one of the best. I think. Well, obviously, it's the best of the long-awaited sequels for me.
Yeah.
This was catered directly towards our age group because, like,
without a doubt,
we were like very young when Toy Story 1 and 2 came out, and then this came out the year we were graduating high school.
Right, as Andy's going to college.
Graduating. So it was like perfect and like obviously tailored to tug on our heartstrings, and I think that's what was so great about it.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait for Toy Story 4 because I can only imagine like what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, just because they have been like that one was catered for us.
Yeah.
And it's like people obviously love Toy Story. But, like, are they gonna go like another step? Like, Andy's working now, like that type of thing. In a
cubicle?
Yeah, Andy in a cubicle. I can't wait to watch that.
I hope not.
The toys are sneaking through the office in traffic cones.
Yeah. Up next, A Bug's Life.
Yes.
Classic one, old one.
like the classic Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Like where you could tell like animation was at the forefront of like leading technology.
Like looking now, but like back then it was like the craziest thing ever.
Oh yeah. But just like a good band of characters, like a good story. Like Flick is just a like a mess up, and then like he goes back and saves the day. Yeah, just a classic story.
The ending like battle type thing was pretty sweet.
It was intense with the bird on fire and everything.
Yeah,
like
that was awesome.
That was nuts.
Yeah, and rain.
Yeah,
like raindrops are coming down and like
just
destroying them. Like that was actually awesome.
Yeah, that was like thinking back on it.
And it's
a very good movie.
It's clever. It's like, what can we do with these bugs? Like, what's a rainstorm like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad like when you go to Disney World too, like they're still like there, like at Animal Kingdom. Like it's not like it's a forgotten about Pixar movie. Mm-hmm. They definitely like remember it.
Yeah. Number 6, Up. Great movie.
Yeah. Well, another one of those like emotional stories. Yeah. Like one where I was like I was upset with Pixar because of how upset I was watching the movie. Like how emotional I was.
Yeah, especially
like I was like, you guys are going to do this to us?
The
like,
opening montage, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Loses his wife and everything, and then every time he would get mad at Russell. And then, I hate Pixar. Anyway, great movie, though.
Yeah. Number 5 is Finding Nemo. Right?
Yes.
Number 5, Finding Nemo.
Nemo.
Wasconda in Nemo.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Another one of those classic Pixar movies.
This is good. Talk about, again, like emotional moments. Like, I like that's something like one of the scenes that sticks is when Nemo's like first taken in the net and the boat is going off.
Yeah.
It's pretty like intense. Right at the beginning, like when his mom's killed, Jesus.
Yeah, right off the bat. Right off the bat, we're already playing with mortality.
Dramatic.
But yeah, Nemo is like one of those staple movies in like Disney lore and storytelling. Yeah. Like, yeah, Nemo's definitely, obviously up there.
Yeah, and just like a really, really great journey. As
far as
him and Dory like crossing the ocean. And, like, so many just like iconic moments between like Bruce and the other sharks.
Yeah,
and then like
the whale.
The
Crush with the turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just every like break or every new event like scene wise was iconic.
It's very memorable. Yeah. Number 4, The Incredibles. Yeah, I mean, again, talk about like iconic moments, scenes and stuff like that. Frozone and the super suit. But yeah, just like a cool, like different kind of take on superhero stuff. And...
Yeah, I like the like styling of it, like that, like what would you say, like 60s, 70s, but still like futuristic-y kind of thing. Like I liked it a lot. And then like I really like when he goes to the islands and stuff like that. Like I just feel like that looked cool. Yeah. Like when he's first on like that monorail thing going into the waterfall. Like, I just feel like I remember that scene from The Incredibles.
It's like good imagery, good humor again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 is Toy Story 2.
Yes. One of the sequels that was, like, cemented.
Right. Well, this, because it's like, it is its, like, own story. It's not there just to be a sequel.
Right.
They wanted to tell another story that mattered.
Yeah, it wasn't like a play on the first one. It's just like... The characters from the first one are now in there a new thing. Yeah,
and I really like this movie a lot. I even probably go back and forth over which one I like more from time to time. But love Zurg.
Oh yeah, it's a great villain.
Yeah, and I mean just all the stuff. Like it's just really good.
Yeah, it was a good way to show the characters we love just doing a different thing. Like it's not like we're chasing Andy again. You know what I mean?
Well, and it was cool because like. A lot of the first one has to do with like Buzz and his origin. Where now this was getting to what's Woody's character and
right, like the collector stuff and everything like that. Yeah,
and even like the realization that they're all like products and stuff is kind of weird.
Yeah, like they're in the toy store. It's like the Barbie party. Yeah, and it's like they're all the same.
Oh yeah, all that stuff in the toy store is great. Like the traffic cones, like all such good stuff. Number 2 is Toy Story 1.
Yes, I feel like they could be interchanged. Like flip-flop.
They can flip-flop, but like...
Just because they do feel like two separate things.
But it is the original. Just created all these iconic characters.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually the first movie that I was in a theater for. Not that I can say I remember it.
Yeah.
But, I've always loved this movie growing up. I had all the toys and all that kind of stuff.
I think I was Woody for Halloween.
Yeah.
the year it came out.
I always loved the music, the Randy
Oh,
Newman
yeah.
score.
Back when, like, they really, cared. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the songs made more sense. Not that they don't now, but it's like, I don't know, it wasn't like a grandiose production like Coco was.
Yeah.
Like, every song is done by, like a, orchestra.
Yeah.
It's like, they just picked good artists with meaningful lyrics, and they just did a good job.
Yeah, you're right. They're like, what comes to mind, like, this is like, it's all Randy Newman music. He did all the music. Or like Lion King, Elton John.
Right.
Like, they would have an artist come in.
Or, what's his face for Tarzan?
Phil Collins.
Phil Collins for just Tarzan.
Oh,
like,
that would be a great video. Like the best
soundtracks.
Disney soundtracks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Future Joe.
Yeah, but great music. Everything tied it together very well. And again, as far as just like iconic moments, Pizza Planet stuff, Sid's room.
Oh yeah,
just all that stuff.
When he turns around and he goes, "We're always watching." That's a classic. In the match and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
So before we get to number one, we're gonna say definitely subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Smash the like button.
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
If you haven't already, tell us your ranking down below.
Yes.
It's funny, like we're acting like they don't know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like there's any other ones. And it's Wreck-It Ralph.
Frozen.
Frozen.
The top 10 movies we thought were Pixar.
That's what we should do
That would
another
be
one
funny.
on. So obviously, number one is
Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah, and like kind of what I touched on before, like just like it was like a very visually good-looking movie. Like you're out in this world where it's like it's a world of monsters that ties in with our own.
It's so creative.
Yeah,
that's like when Pixar's at its best is when they're just like super creative and unique, which they all were originally. And like, Monsters Inc. The whole idea of it is great, and like. Yeah. These great like scenes where like towards the end when they're going through all the doors and they're ending up in all these different places and like
it's intense.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was just a good concept, good idea, great characters. Clearly they're still around.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the music was great.
Yes.
I like that like jazzy feel that they did. And I also love the blooper post credit, the during credit stuff when they do the show. They're like, oh, we're practicing for a play, and then in the end, like they show you the play. Like it was so good. I just thought that was good.
And of course, like good emotional resonance between like Sully and Boo.
Oh yeah,
Mike and Sully.
Mike and Sully themselves.
It's just really good.
Yeah. Well done. So yeah, like we said before, definitely keep an eye out. We have more ranking videos up and on the way.
Yeah.
And as more Pixar movies come out, we'll redo the entire list.
Oh yeah, Toy Story 4. We'll just redo the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll redo the entire thing. So yeah, once again, I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe. And
this has been another episode of Cantina Reviews.